Blues hold it in. Hunter walks right in front, centered it. Fedorko bounced it wide with a bouncing shot. Back of the net, McKegney centered it. Mason! Big save on Hunter right on the doorstep.
Toughest save of the game.
20 goals as the Hawks have, though. Now here's a shot that score! Cavallini makes it 1-0 St. Louis.
4 seconds after the penalty, right off the draw. And the Blues score on the power play. Off the draw, Herkus to Cavallini. Gingras lets the wrist shot go, deflects right to Cavallini. And Cavallini just with an excellent shot from in.
Here's the Blues trying to move in front. Came to the line. Bothwell, the drive. He scores! Tim Bothwell. A long-range blast, and it's 2-0 St. Louis.
Blues with excellent pressure. Good forechecking. Get the Hawks running around. Bothwell at the right point. No one near him. Mahar. The Sutter. His pass was deflected. Went back to Mahar. Bothwell lets him go with Brian Sutter right in front of the net. No one able to move him. Savard was there trying to do so, but Mason was screened, and Bothwell scores 2-0 Blues with 12:30 to go in the second period.
Gordy Roberts gave it to Rob. Whistle. Ludzik stealing. Ludzik turns behind the net. The wraparound. He scores! Ludzik! A steal in the offensive zone and then cashed in on the wraparound. The Hawks are on the board, trailing 2-1.
Steve Ludzik, who's been playing with a lot of confidence of late, won a couple of key face-offs. Good forechecking. He set up a good scoring chance early for Dwayne Sutter. Picks it up in behind, wraps it around, beats Millen to the post. It hit the far post. It came back towards Millen, and as Millen fell backwards, he made sure and pushed the puck across the line. It appeared that it might stay on the goal line. Ludzik takes a look. Quick wraparound. He beats Millen there. It hits the far post. And I think Millen, falling backwards, put it in his own net.
For Yanni. Now to Savard. Back to Yanni. The one-timer. Tip. And a save. Rebound. They score! Savard picked up the rebound and popped it in. After Millen made a nice save on a shot that deflected, Savard picked up the loose change. It's 2-2.
Savard makes the pass to Trent Yanni. Yanni lets it go. Low, hard one. Bob Murray has it. Gets it over to Yanni. Yanni to Savard. Everybody drops, looks to Savard, gives Yanni a chance. The low shot right on. Rick Vive standing in front. He hacks at it. He keeps the play alive. Savard, who made the pass to Yanni, sneaks in and puts it in as the puck lay there just near the far post. A tie hockey game. Finally, the Hawks score on the power play.
Hawks still with a man advantage, but only for 10 more seconds. Larmer to Bob Murray for Bergevin. To Larmer, nice pass, the shot. He scores! Larmer! And the Hawks moved it around as if they had it on a string. The Blackhawks lead for the first time in the game, 3-2.
The tail end of the power play, the face-off in the blue zone. Larmer back to the point with Bob Murray over to Bergevin. Bergevin back to Larmer. Larmer cranks it up. Rick Vive standing in front. Millen wants interference called on Vive. The shot beats Millen low to the short side, which happens to be a stick side. Larmer at the dot to the left of Millen. The low shot in and out. The Hawks take the lead. Exactly what they wanted to do early in the third period on the power play. 4 seconds before the penalty to Gingras expired.
Steve Larmer's 34th of the year, his 8th in his last 10 games. Bergevin and Bob Murray will assist, but here comes Hunter trying to change the score. His pass was behind Fedorko, though. Here's Fedorko getting to it behind the goal. Out to the line, Paul Cavallini for McKegney. A blast, he scores! The Blues tie it right back up. Tony McKegney, who leads St. Louis, now has 36 goals. And it's 3-3.
Fedorko in behind the net. Soft backhand pass out to Cavallini. His shot's deflected. It goes to McKegney. McKegney blasts it right through the legs of Mason. Tie game. seconds after the Hawks took the lead, McKegney ties it up with his 36th.
On McKegney's goal at 1:36. Now Bob Murray, harassed by Cavallini, centering pass, they score! Brett Hull! Off the forechecking work of the Blues. Brett Hull bangs it in. 4-3 St. Louis.
Bob Murray outmanned in behind his own net. Stopped and lost his balance momentarily. Cavallini, he was there. Dumped the front. Brett Hull with the quick release. Bang, it's in the net. And the Blues score 1:59 of the third period. 23 seconds after they tie it up. Brett Hull gets his third goal in a Blues uniform, 29th of the year. The quick release.
He's Mark Hunter to McKegney. One man back is Nyland. McKegney cuts in, shooting. Base of the save. It may not have been the prettiest looking save in the world, but it was a big one as McKegney had a good backhand opportunity. Trying to center one, deflecting to Gino Cavallini. Now Brett Hull put it in behind the goal. There's Herkus centering right through the goal. They score! Brett Hull, his second goal of the game, and the Blues lead 5-3.
Tony Herkus gets it from Brett Hull in behind the net. Comes to the near post, takes a look. Tries to pass it across to Cavallini. It goes to Hull. Hull shot hits the side of the net, gets his own rebound, puts it in for his second of the game, 30th of the year, 4th as the Blues, and the Blues take a 2-goal lead on the power play, their second power play goal of the game.
Brett Hull's 30th of the year, his 4th in 4 games here with the Blues. And the Hawks in trouble now, trailing 5-3. Herkus and Gino Cavallini. Now here come the Hawks. They score right back. And the Hawks trail it now 5-4. An amazing third period after the first 40 minutes. Each team had difficulty generating much offense at all.
12 seconds after the Blues make it 5-3, Bergman dumps it in. It hits the glass. Millen comes behind to play it, leaves it there. But it's Presley who gets there, turns, puts it into the empty net. Millen had no idea who was coming in on him. He left it there, and Presley steals it and puts it into the empty net. 12 seconds after the Blues make it 5-3.
That stops the bleeding for the Blackhawks. The Blues had scored 3 straight goals here in this period. And back comes Troy Murray. Murray over the line, around a check right in. Fan on the shot, centered it. They score! Troy Murray fan on the first shot, but stayed with the puck, threw it in front. It banged in, and the Blackhawks have tied the game 5-5.
Troy Murray with a nice play to get around Cavallini. Looks like he's going to go to the middle. Goes wide. Has a step on him. As he went to let it go, he fanned on it. Put it back out front. Bob Murray puts it in and hit the near post, or the far post. Tie game.
2 goals in 2 minutes for the Hawks. This one at 9:20 of the period.
Well, Bob Murray gets his 6th of the year. He scored the other night to tie it up, to force it in overtime. As he pinches in, and back-to-back goals for Bob Murray. Troy Murray gets the assist.
The draw to Brown. Moved it to Yanni. Back to Brown. Far circle, Troy Murray. Center, Graham. He scores! Troy Murray put it right through the box, and Graham popped it into the open side. The Hawks, with their 3rd power play goal, recapture the lead, 6-5.
Keith Brown, nice play at the point, fakes the slap shot, freezes the checker, gets it over to Troy Murray. Perfect pass through the middle of the box to Dirk Graham, the one-timer. Doesn't get it all, but he gets enough of it into the empty net. 6-5 Blackhawks. Power play goal number 3.
And the 20th of the year for Dirk Graham. Ingra back to Benning. Centered it. It hit a leg. Blues control, though. Fedorko setting up shop along the board. Centered it. Hunter in traffic. They hack at it. A shot. They score! It trickled through 2 or 3 players. The Blues bang it in. This game is tied at 6.
They score before the first penalty ends. Fedorko gets it up front. It's in the feet of Hunter. It goes through the feet of Bob Murray. Bergman misses it. Mason makes the save. He's looking for it, but Fedorko beats him to it, pokes it in, ties the game. Key part of the penalty, though. Dirk Graham had a chance, picking it up behind his own net, a chance to rifle it around the boards. Failed to do so as he tried to go up the middle. The Blues kept it in. Fedorko ties it up.
Here the Hawks putting on the heat. They score! Ring 5 off a Ludzik feed. And Chicago has jumped back in front 7-6.
Last shot wins. 16-22 off the draw. Ludzik gets it back to the point with Bob Murray. Millen makes the save. Ludzik wasn't tied up by Fedorko. The backhand pass out front to Rick Vive, the one-timer. 7-6 Chicago. 9 goals in the third period. The Hawks with a 1-goal lead with 3.5 minutes to go.
41st of the year for Vive. Folks, I want to tell you, those of you joining us live after the Bulls game, you wouldn't believe the first 2 periods of this game after watching the third. In the first 2 periods, these teams looked like the gang that couldn't shoot straight, both of them. Him down. They hack at it. Blues able to hold it in. Fedorko centered. Ragland. Presley tied him up. A shot just up high by Sutter. Brian Sutter dueling back of the net with Bob Murray. He centers. They score! And this game is tied again. I can't believe this third period. 7-7 now.
Brian Sutter in behind the net. Falls down. Gets it out to Ragland. Ragland's got a step on Presley. And he puts it in at 7-7 with 2:21 remaining. The Blues with good pressure along the near board. They go in behind the net. Brian Sutter falling down, makes the pass, and Ragland puts it in. 7-7.
Takes a look at the clock, hammers a long shot. Millen stopped it. We're going to overtime here in the St. Louis Arena. A 10-goal third period. 5 goals for each team. At the end of 60 minutes, each team has a touchdown. Cleared away. Here's Ragland. Ragland over the Hawk line, tied up. Brown clears, not out. Mahar behind for Sutter. Brian Sutter, the wraparound, a shot, and a save by Mason. Rebound, shot up high. What a chance for Zingra, and he missed the net. 20 seconds to go. The puck is frozen. A wild finish here in St. Louis. And it just erupted with a 10-goal third period. Here's the draw, bouncing to Fedorko, tees it up. The shot is blocked by Nyland. One last rush for the Hawks, 4 seconds. Ludzik dumping it in, that's going to do it. An amazing finish as the Blackhawks and the Blues wind up tying this game 7-7.
Tough to pick tonight's Anheuser-Busch player of the game. So many offensive stars. But the nod goes to Steve Ludzik. He scored the first goal of the game for the Hawks, set up Rick Vive for the 7th goal, and just had an all-around good performance on draws and in a defensive role as well. He's tonight's Anheuser-Busch player of the game.
Meanwhile, we're having difficulty getting the teams off the ice. Confrontation at center ice, and everybody gathering around. Have not seen any punches thrown. And the players are now starting to cool off a little. Bob Murdoch right in the middle of it. So's Darryl Sutter trying to get the Hawks away. Jacques Martin in there for the Blues. And it looks like they'll be able to maintain order. Although not without a little difficulty. Savard and Mahar seem to be the main combatants, or the 2 players most upset with one another. And they're now separated, so everybody else now starts to pull apart.